Hello friends, welcome to this video. Before we start, I just wanted to make a couple of quick announcements. You know I'm gonna ramble, but I'll try to be as quick as possible. The first is that I want to make a Q&A video, so if you have any questions for me, put them in the comment section, and I will answer them in a video. Second announcement, I've been discussing a little bit in the comments section about starting a Discord server. I think this would be really fun. I've never run a server before and I'm quite busy at my work right now, so I would like help. Multiple people have offered. I just kind of want to get everything consolidated into kind of one place where I can see everybody who actually wants to assist. So this is the place. If you want to assist in making the Discord server, put a comment down below saying Discord somewhere in your comment, and I will figure out a way to get everybody talking and planning. I think it will be pretty fun. There's definitely going to be a place to just hang out, but I think that there should also be a place to do RP or roleplay. Definitely at least in the same world as these tribe gen stories. Maybe like 20 to 50 years later. Maybe we could also have a Warriors one. I don't know. So that's what we will discuss and plan. Okay, hopefully all of that made sense. Thank you for listening to these announcements and back to the video. Alright, so today I'm continuing the Wings of Fire Tribe Gen series, but it's a bit different in that this video is going to be about one of the queens. Naturally, it's going to be the TideWing Queen because she's kind of one of the big bads in the story that we're kind of making over here, so I was pretty inspired to do her first. Just a little refresher before I get too far into the video. The Tribe Gen series is about 3 tribes that were randomly generated, and each tribe came with its own story, and over time they kind of molded together into one big overarching story. So each tribe kind of has its main conflict and main characters, and obviously each tribe has a queen. Now today we're talking about the Tidewings. They are a tribe that lives on the beach, and they're omnivorous. They have a large, bulky body with twisting horns. They have extremely small vents that produce sparks on their tail tip and below the eyes, and they're able to shoot poisonous spines. The main conflict for this tribe is that they have a very rigid class system where they have upper class dragons and lower class dragons. And essentially, the upper class dragons take advantage of their status, and it's overall not a great situation. So, to gloss over a lot, one of the main goals of one of the characters is to kind of, topple this structure, foment a rebellion, execute a coup, all those things, so that there won't be this class structure anymore. Basically, overthrow the leaders, which means the queen. But that is going to be very difficult because the queen kind of has everybody under her thumb, and one of the reasons she does this, obviously, is her status. Also, dragons who are already high-ranking and living the good life aren't going to want to have that overthrown, basically. And then, of course, we come to her secret superpower, which is that she can actually put dragons and animals to sleep with her touch. She's not an animist. This is just a rare power among her tribe, and she uses it to stay in power. Of all the queens of the tribes, I was pretty excited to do her because she is definitely the most outright, power hungry and not really caring if it's fair type of gal of the 3 queens. And it's fun to do a villain. And kind of keeping in theme with that, her name is Wrath. Her name came by far the quickest, and so did her personality. I mean, I drew her expression first. I had a very clear vibe of what she should be like, so okay, so I'm not the best when it comes to drawing dragon expressions. I definitely try, but I have definitely seen much better, and it's a goal of mine to get better. But I tried to give her this haughty, sneering expression, and I saw it so clearly in my head. It kind of came out the way I wanted it to, but I can see areas of potential improvement in the future. But she has this sneer on her face, and that's kind of how her whole character started in my head and in the drawing, is with the face. And then she has this like proud pose, kind of like strutting about. She was just one of the ones where like her personality just came out immediately without me having to like think too hard, like, oh, what's she gonna be like, you know? And I also tried to have her kind of like looking down, you know, like looking down on you as she's sneering at you. So basically, her personality is a lot of being full of herself, thinking that everybody else should also think that she is the best thing to walk this earth. And if you don't, you will be punished. I definitely wanted to make her have brighter colors than some of the other dragons from her tribe that I've drawn. And she ends up with the brightest colors, but this color scheme kind of didn't work out. And I feel bad because in the end, I do wish I had made her more purple, but there are just too many colors in this color scheme to really see her. So it does end up changing, but basically she is brighter and prettier than most of the other TideWings. Part of this obviously is because she has access to the highest quality diet and like products, so like jewelry, scale cream. I don't know if they make that, but I'm just imagining, you know, people that do like a lot of moisturizer, you know, a lot of like makeup and skincare and stuff like that. So her scales are super bright and shiny because she has time to like polish them and, well, probably and servants to polish them, you know? So in addition to being kind of very full of herself in general, she is very vain about her appearance. Her obsession with her looks and jewelry and, you know, wing silks and all of the finer things may make it seem like she doesn't have much going on in her head other than liking being rich and powerful. But I mean, kind of unfortunately, she is also a cunning ruler. The TideWing society is structured so that there's not a lot of upward mobility for the lower classes, but even though she is queen, her power can be challenged by other upper class TideWings. So, sorry, as an aside, here you see the color palette change. I just wanted to show the forms of her body more. So, just because I was proud of the sketch and I wanted that to show through. Anyway, this queen is cunning. She has this strategy of she and her allies spread not necessarily unrest, but they definitely promote distrust between the upper class families. So if the upper class families are having like a soiree at this family X's abode, right? Wrath is the type of queen to like tell one of her servants to go like spill a wine glass and then blame it on family Y. And so then family X and family Y will kind of be like, you spilled wine at my party. And then family Y would be like, they're falsely accusing us of spilling wine at their party. And this way, the families, if they're kind of constantly going against each other, they can't really go against the queen. Additionally, it helps that she has this extremely powerful ability to just send you to sleep. That means you can't assassinate her, because if she senses you, first of all, they all have poisonous spines. So there's that. But as soon as an assassin touches her, you know, they'll go right to sleep. And it's not like other members of her family can challenge her, because what are they going to do if they try to fight for the throne? They're gonna fall asleep. So she's quite the formidable opponent. At the time that this story takes place, also, the lower class dragons are kind of beginning to whisper amongst themselves, like, we need to do something. And naturally, that kind of unites the upper class dragons against a common foe. And of course, the upper class dragons are then very thankful for this amazing power that their queen has, because now their queen can protect them from being deposed. But kind of like cements her power even in the upper class. So yeah, she's a lot to handle. Just as a little comparison, here I have a generic TideWing. And then we have the main character, TideWing Typhoon, who is a pirate, yes. And then the queen versus Typhoon, just, you know, showing off the main combatants. Okay, obviously, as a writer, I have to add in that Queen Wrath had a very cruel upbringing. Naturally, you know, we can't just have these one-sided characters going on. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Anyway, that's the end of her video. I wish I had more time to talk about her cruel upbringing, but sadly, you're just gonna have to deal with this video of my dog learning how to use a snuffle mat. He thinks it's a toy, he picks it up and shakes it, which is incorrect. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed this in some way. Thank you so much for watching. This has become such a fun series and fun story, and as always, if you have ideas for this story, either ideas about Queen Wrath, the other queens, or the other characters, put them in the comment section down below. I love to see them. And if you have more ideas for videos, love to see those. This was a comment idea as well, drawing the queen of the TideWings, so yeah. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you around.